Greetings everyone, I'm Steve Maria, editor of E Times Asia, E Times India, and EDN Asia. And with me today, David Meng, CEO of M3 Technology Incorporated. David, thank you very much for this opportunity.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
All right. So first things first, David, can you please give us a brief background of M3 Technology and your role in the company?
Okay. M3Tek is founded in September 2010. We are specialized in power management IC. This year we was listed in the Taiwan Exchange stock exchange.
All right, and you are the CEO, right?
Yeah, I'm the CEO of the company. My main role is manager company resource and operation to do right product innovation. Okay.
All right. So David, can you please tell us maybe two of the biggest challenges that your customers are facing?
Yeah, I think everybody know now is kind of like global warming. From a government side, from every side to require reduce CO2 emission to try and save the planet. So coming to for the world electronics industry, so we kind of like get the most power efficiency requirement. So trying to improve efficiency as high as possible to reduce the waste. So this give a bigger challenges for the engineer to design the electrical gear. Meanwhile, the customer want to more bigger screen, more faster data, and they also require some more power. But meanwhile, and the regulation hopefully can reduce the power usage. So that's a bigger challenge to from demand need more power. But the other side, from environment side, for the regular side, want to have less power. So this kind of like a dilemma for the engineer to face every day. So M3Tek, hopefully we work on the power manager IC, hopefully we improve the efficiency, help our customers solve the dilemma. So mostly we're trying to improve our product efficiency as possible and reduce the waste, the energy waste.
All right. But are there like the solutions right now in the market, are they enough to address the challenge or are there any limitations?
I think the basic technology keep evolve. Used to we have 5G now, Wi-Fi 5 kind of technology now that kind of Wi-Fi 5G plus Wi-Fi 6, Wi-Fi 7. All demand more high data rate and use more power. And the other thing, as we know, the Taiwan actually have a very proud on the TSMC technology. They keep driving down the fine process. Those fine process actually create more demand on the power because the power will keep reduce from before it was like 1.2 now down to 0.7 volt. But meanwhile, they need more power and the current. So that's definitely give it a big challenge on the power management product. So that's why constant from a technology side, we keep see the new process, new product. They require the high precision power, high current power. But older product cannot meet those requirements. That's give us opportunity to develop more brand new product to meet those demand.
Right. Yes, yeah. I believe that's where M3 Technology comes in, right?
Yeah.
So how are you helping your customers in those challenges?
Yeah, we look at the technology trend, trying to see where's the market to go. So what's the new processes? Then we develop the new architecture and the new product to meet those requirements. Meanwhile, actually, before in the past days, those datacom doesn't have light low efficiency. Yeah. Now, like EU and America requires like standby power. They want to say, oh, if it doesn't do any transmit data, they want to have a very efficient power, like standby power. So that's why we try the product that have all high efficiency for the all low range from 0 to 4 low. So that's kind of have a lot of innovation going on. Besides regular design, they also need architecture kind of design. Definitely those digital IC also trying to have a lot of power domain design, like the reduce frequency for the line load and also reduce the power rail voltage to it. So But meanwhile, they need to wake up very fast from full load to no load to no load to back full load, constant change. So that's have a lot of demand on the power, stable power to meet those requirements.
Okay. Yeah. So what makes M3 Technologies devices and products unique in the market?
I think we see a lot of challenge for the electronic gear design, system design. Basically, they have a lot of new regulations they need to meet. Meanwhile, they also need to solve the system power hungry, the kind of demanding. So that's why they kind of like fighting, say, oh, older parts cannot meet their requirement. So where do they get the new part to meet help their design life easy? This kind of we can know the trend, so we can plan ahead to design make those correct power product for them. So when the new requirement come in, we can just look at for the M3Tek power, we can just meet their requirement to help those they are face the challenge. So that's kind of we know ahead, so we develop the right product. So when they design the system or gear, so actually they can meet their requirement.
Right. Okay. David, what are the opportunities that you're seeing in the Asian market?
I think Asia now is definitely kind of lot of change plus supply chain. As we know, between U.S. and China, they have a kind of chip war going on. So they also trying to make a supply chain to move from China to the other place like Southeast Asia or India. Definitely, we see a lot kind of unstable market. Everything is unstable market. It's an opportunity for all the Asia, Southeast Asia kind of company.
So how are you taking advantages of these opportunities? What are you doing to really cover the market, grab a business here in this environment?
I think basically we're trying to have to be definitely from supply chain. We should be make a more sustainable. Like before, we have a focus in China fab or Taiwan fab, but now actually from a supply to stable, maybe we're looking at for the like Korean and other like Southeast Asia fab. As know, the Indian and Southeast Asia started doing the fab. So kind of like from supply chain, we need to meet kind of different supply chain requirement. We're trying to ship it our manufacturer. But meanwhile, for the design side, actually we can see the trend definitely is booming for the semiconductor business in Asia. We have a short design talent. I think before we only see the manufacturer side like in the Southeast Asia. Maybe in the future we can see like M3Tek have a design center like in US, in Taiwan, and in China. So future we may have a design center in the Southeast Asia or some in Europe. So I think that's definitely make all the global talent and global supply chain to be flexible to meet all the customer demand.
I see. David, what is your outlook for the electronics and semiconductor industry over the next year?
I think it definitely is more challenge. First thing, we out COVID. Hopefully next year we can finally go back to normal life. So after then we have a supply chain adjust between also have a conflict between U.S. China on the semiconductor industry. Definitely I think is painful for everybody, but we just need to solve those puzzles one by one. Hopefully we can back to normal. Okay.
All right. David, do you have any final message?
I think opportunity is everywhere in Asia. I think we just need to concentrate how to we solve the current problem, and definitely I think. Now, if we don't talk about global economy, but we definitely need to call for global citizen. We need everybody fight to the CO2, reduce the CO2 emission to slow down global warming, because that definitely hurt everybody. So that's I think for us, especially we work for the power management. I think we have a lot of work to do to hope after we try to slow down this kind of global warming, and next we're trying to reduce the CO2 emission. I think I'm very proud that our company actually have an opportunity to do that.
I see. Great. I think there will be a lot of opportunities for M3 technology in this sort of global warming, you know, the trend towards green sustainability,
Yeah.
and reducing carbon. Right.
Thank you.
All right.
Okay.
So that's David Meng of M3 Technology. I'm Stephen Las Marias. Thank you very much for watching.
Thank you for having me.